when a person dies, what really happens is they drop their role, and it's very possible that they're going to come back to this world and given another role. For instance, my next door neighbor shared that she had rebuked her daughter who did something inappropriate. The little girl who was 5 years old said to her mother, "Next time, when I'm your mother and you're my daughter, you're in big trouble," right? Now, where did a little girl get a sense like that, right? But there's a sense that I could come back. For instance, perhaps you might remember when you were a child asking this kind of crazy question, who would I have been if my mother would have married another man? Right? I thought of that when I was a child. That sounds a little Christian, then really I wouldn't have been I. No, it's not true. I would have been I, but it wouldn't be me. In other words, maybe I would have been born in a taller package. Maybe I would have had straighter or black hair. But there's a sense that there is a self that comes into the world and is given a package, given a role, and that self could be transmuted into another role, you know? A number of years ago, I was in a store, a grocery store on the west side, and there was a fellow there yelling he's going to kill himself. "I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill myself." So a policeman came up to him and tried to quiet him down. And the fellow screaming, "I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill myself." So the policeman says, "Now why are you going to kill yourself?" So he thought about that, and the drunk man said, "Well, because my mother hates me, my father hates me, and quite frankly, I hate me. I'm going to kill myself." So the policeman said, "But what do you think you're going to accomplish?" So the fellow says, "Well, when I kill myself, I'm going to be happy. Yeah, I'm going to be real happy when I kill myself." And the policeman says, "But listen to what you're saying. If you kill yourself, you're going to be dead. And if you're dead, how will you know you're happy?" And the fellow says, "What? You mean if I kill myself, I'm going to be dead?" And the policeman said, "That's right." He said, "And if I'm dead, how will I know I'm happy?" Dead." And the policeman said, "That's right." The guy said, "Oh man, I can't even kill myself and be happy." Now, what did this guy actually think he was going to do? Who did he think who did he think would die, and who did he think would survive his death? But the truth is, as drunk as this man was, he was deeply intuiting a truth about all of us. We are souls, and we come in this world and we're given a role. And he had hoped to kill his role. He didn't like how he was casted in this life, right? And was hoping to destroy that character and just go on and be a soul. Now, the truth is that there was something true about what he said, but that he'd be dead and happy, that definitely wouldn't be true. So the soul leaves the body and potentially could come back and be given a whole new role. I'm personally not a fan of exploring our prior lives. I think we have our hands full with this life. So I think that sometimes people try a little too hard to figure themselves out. And sometimes that can be helpful, but I'm concerned that sometimes analysis turns into paralysis. And rather than really dealing with what I know and what I need to know in this life, I'm doing spiritual archaeology of my last life. So I'm not a great fan of one that encourages people to do that, although there are some situations that perhaps that could be helpful. But quite frankly, I think whatever God wants me to know, He's let me know, and whatever I need to know to make it in this world, I think has been made available.